Alright, looks like everything started. So yeah, hey there, E here, and we are back with more Wildermyth. And also, have a fan on today, well, another fan. So, not sure if it's going to cause too much problems, but maybe yes, maybe no. But yeah, let me know. So yeah, anyways, like I said, we are back with Wildermyth, our look at this game. Is it really our look at this game? But yeah, so yeah, somewhat new game. Started playing this yesterday. Been pretty interesting so far. A lot of reading, a lot more than I initially thought. But yeah, the potential stories we get out of this have been pretty interesting. Started off with 3 people, and we are now currently at 5. For our little tutorial campaign, we are fighting against a group of monsters called gorgons, who are, trying to conquer everything. Had a bunch of random events that led to some interesting stories. For Daygen here, ended up, well, found out that he was cursed as a youth, but then when we tried to get rid of his curse, ended up freeing a greater evil, so pray for Daygen. As for Asteler here, he's died, well, not really died, but he has received so many injuries. Lost him in the tutorial, which wasn't very unfortunate, so had a loss there, had to small restart. And then later on, he suffered a severe injury where he lost an eye. And then towards the end of the first chapter, got tentacled by one of the gorgons and had half his head petrified. So things haven't been going so good for him. And then Brigianna, our other person who started, had her own little adventure where she was feeling a bit restless in the party for some reason, decided that she wanted to become a hero despite her current work, which saw her trying to join another hero group, but they ended up turned out to be bandits, and we had to go and kill them all. But she seems pretty healthy for that mess. And then as for our 2 recruits, recruited Beth during the first chapter, and then Asalia during this chapter. Yeah, where we had a bit of 11 years of peace, some time for them to gain somewhat fame as they try to find the source of the gorgon attacks. When we started the game, it was, I believe, like these few 6 regions, and then once chapter 2 progressed, these new territories opened up, and so far things have been progressing fairly nicely. Yeah, challenge wise, some of the options on this. Yeah, we're playing on tragic hero difficulty, not walking lunch, so not quite the hardest difficulty. Pretty sufficient challenges considering that Asteler has received, well, nearly died a few times. And so, do have to think about things, but otherwise, nothing so difficult where we would have, full party wipes or have to reconsider loading. All in all, pretty decent combat experience. Left off last time with our party a bit separated, I believe. Had a side adventure. Yeah, it was a side adventure with Daygen where we found out about his curse. Was that it? I think that might have been it. Maybe it was something else. Well, either way, parties are now separated. Have Asteler and Beth over here trying to secure our site, while the 3 are currently somewhere else. So for now, plan is get them back together. No, actually, yeah, probably send those 3 over here, patrol, get rid of the infestation going on here, make things a bit more peaceful. And then, yeah, our main target is the altar in this region. But for now, we also want to control these other territories because when we do, we do get more resources which can be used for crafting. And then, yeah, this is only a 3-chapter campaign, so don't need to hoard resources too much, but having the ability to gain somewhat better gear next chapter, as well as I think we can get one more person, but just in case that we also need to replace someone, we could actually get them outfitted with some better gear with that. So to that end, before we finish things off, we're gonna try to capture these areas and then head over to Ramblins field to capture it. Right, so I'll head over here and to your patrol. Okay, site secured. Get some resources to start, and then once the chapter ends, we'll get even more. Right, and then you can head over here to join them. And make things go a little bit faster. Yeah, I know there's no infestation over there. Okay, we might not need everyone, so we'll send Brigianna and Beth together, add them to the scouting. As for the other 3, I'll send them down here to start clearing out the infestations. Yeah, not infested. Not infested. Turtles all the way down. The day is calm. Scouting mission has discovered nothing dangerous. Having outdistanced her companion, Beth sits to rest. Does she sleep? Dream? Is it a vision? A metaphor? Or does a tortoise truly come speak to her? Yeah, she's a bit of an odd one. She has seen somewhere before the patterns that swirl upon this shell. Of course you have. This pattern is everywhere. In the wind, in the stars, in the sea, in the storm, in the fire and the fern. We have always been here. We. Why are you talking in we's now, turtle? Little tortoise, I mean. We hold up the earth and the sky and the storm. We protect the fern and the water and the wheat. You should understand that you protect others also. You're one of us, can't you feel it? She's somewhat intrigued, looks like. This is how I can keep them all safe. Okay, they're just so crazy. It's hard to roll. I need to wake up now. No, go along with it. Are you sure I'm the one you want? Which is also pretty strange since she's not our tanky one. Asteler is supposed to be our main tank, while Beth is more of a melee DPS. Tortoise, your choices throughout your lifetime have fitted you for this task. You are not born a guardian, but you have molded yourself into one moment by moment, day by day. Well, maybe a good offense is also a type of a good defense to some extent. You are worthy to join the fellowship I speak for. Do you accept? Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, that's Beth speaking. What happens now? Tortoise, while you live, nothing continues as you have been. After your death, we will discuss this matter further. Beth, do I become a tortoise? Tortoise? The precise form is open for negotiation. Beth, that almost makes it sound as though you guardians are all around. Throughout the world. Everywhere. Tortoise, it does, doesn't it? Be well, Beth. We will speak again one day. Oh, does she get a special death scene then, should she lose in combat? Anyways, back with Brigianna. Hey Beth, you been napping on the job? Beth, no, I do see a... Brigianna, that's a pretty cool tortoiseshell pendant. Did you just find it here? Beth, no, it's kind of a long story. Someday I'll tell you. She has gained 0.7 health. Awesome. And, okay, lucky you do have it in the slot. Lock up to 15. Yeah, plus 15 block. So, how's it compared to Asteler then? Block of 68 versus 67, okay. Both with decent block stats. Though Daygen, our wizard mystic poet, somehow has a block of 65. Yeah, somehow both of the mystics actually are decent with block. I wonder if the mystics can also double for melee attacks as well. I mean, they are lacking in armor though. That is the one issue. Yeah, and they also have about the same level of dodge. It's only Brigianna who has terrible block stats. Alright, so that will be something to consider. Station here to earn points, or to earn resources. Yeah, if we spend the legacy points. So what do we actually need? Okay, spell threads and hides are at 5 and 4. Heartwoods are getting plus 10. Yeah, I definitely don't need those. And then heartwoods and fabrics. Fabrics are only plus 5. We need hides and spell threads. "25 days to complete. 57 days until the next incursion, until the next calamity." Okay, we have enough time. Yeah, 25 days. Right, has been revealed. Plus 2 from infested tiles. Yeah, okay, so we have 2 different combat options down there. Alright, do a patrol. Then once they get done, we'll move them up here to start fighting these guys. $100 days remaining. Oh yeah, I forgot we have a time limit. Alright, finish your patrol. Then we'll do some battles. Yeah, the infestations make each area make the enemies a bit stronger. So clearing those out help. Yeah, I don't think these guys are gorgons though, so I don't know if that will affect our timer. Kurdok's Tower. A wild, thriving old local was happy to provide the lowdown on this weird tower. Right, Beth. What'd she tell you, Daygen? Any clues who built this place? Daygen. Didn't say, just talked about the Bonewalkers. Rove the woods sometimes. The other-faced guy over on the other hill said light leaks from the cracks of these old blue stones. Just on summer nights, he said, since last year. Beth, sounds like the dance starts after sunset. Shouldn't we wait? And bam. Dust drifts in the suddenly empty doorway. Asteler, guess is open. Beth, did you really have to kick it down? Asteler, what else are we going to do? Pick the lock? Daygen, you two take that hall, shout if there's anything. Soon a buzz from the hall's far end sneaks into the ears. Asteler, that noise coming from inside. Beth, yeah, some things. It's a whirring sound. Sounds more mechanical. Bam, once again. Beth, you seriously need to stop. Asteler, there's a lot of things I'd be better off not doing. Yeah, like that blood magic. You really should stop doing blood magic, Asteler. As they enter, the noise abates. Oily odors that spill off shadow-crowded shells. Shapes, organic to synthetic, by varying degrees, spread and pile everywhere in industrious disarray. Asteler, think these are real skulls or replicas? Beth, a lot of trial and error looks like. If it's working, Morthagi machinery, it's maybe time to test the thing I was saying. Asteler, not this again, Beth. Beth, seems like we should give it a shot, though. What if we activate our own Morthagi and Alexis? Maybe peace comes that way. Morthagi, is that one of these guys? Okay, so yes, these guys. And we only have 4 of them. Okay, 4 of them, and then 3 of them are gonna have bonuses. Alright, yeah, we fought at least the Spectix, and I think the Watchman before. Daygen, cellar's empty. What'd you two find? Beth, this. Asteler, Beth wants to try her theory. Daygen, can't be serious. Right, choices. Asteler wants to torch the room. Buster plans up. Beth wants to apparently finish making one. Daygen, dismantle it. Search for what's useful, but it's dangerous to linger here. On one hand, they are enemies, but we don't know if we can actually get anything useful out of this. Yeah, for Asteler seems to be a bit of a waste. With Daygen, it seems like we could actually get resources. I'm not sure what we'd actually get with Beth. Might end up making something horrible. Let's make something horrible. Beth settles in to fiddle with the half-finished contraption lying here among the scrap. So look, I understand I'm not the one you think of when it comes to tinkering and book study and such. Oh, you are a bit of a weird one. let's see if your communion with the turtle will be a curse or not. Actually, no, that really wouldn't matter too much. Not here, at least. But I'll tell you, these are wonders of the ancient world. I feel drawn to the hidden histories, like it was destiny. You are drawn to way too many things. Asteler, you talk about it an awful lot. Beth, yeah, I don't know. It's just been a hobby of mine. Later. Asteler, I'd say we're close to the limits. Daygen, how much time should we give her, you think? Oh, switch those around. Beth, thinking to herself, why isn't this working? This little core secured right, and the... Oh. See if this gets you going. Oh, she drops her blood. Oh, blood sacrifice. Asalia should be down with that then. Though Daygen not so much, considering he has always been sacrificing his blood. Daygen, so Beth, how much longer until... Beth, now, I think we're finished. The machine whirs to life. Well, Daygen and Asalia are very concerned. Beth, not so much. Asalia, heck, what's it? Don't let it... Asalia, you think so? Why? Oh, Beth, she considers you a friend. Asalia, you think so? Daygen, why? Maybe I inherited my feelings through the blood, perhaps. Well, so far seems friendly. Asalia seems skeptical, and Daygen... Yeah, look to Asalia. That seems proud. Asalia, well, let's hope he remembers whose side it's on. Oh wow, Asalia joins the party. Beth is taking in a companion, which will help in any battles she takes part in. Awesome. Up, now we fight though. Nausea, Beth loses 1 hit point. Okay, foe cards. Got a welding watchman, a sommelier, spectic, and then +1 foe on turn 3. Oh, and a spirit. Annoying that it runs away, but they do get pretty good bonuses. We had one with Beth that gave her a flame attack. Not Beth. With Brigianna, gave her both a flame attack, that's what it was. Yeah, let's try getting Beth to the spirit. Okay, so it was 4 and then a 5th coming in. You have to move up here. Infused with this, that gives sight. I think yeah, okay, you're melee only. And then not enough range for that. So I got you guys revealed. You have a crossbow, range of 5. That is a bit more of an issue. go stalwart for now. Okay, we'll try to pile up on this side then, until you get in range. What do you actually do? Oh, you have range attack. Asalia. Yeah, Daygen is the one that can bond with or infuse with the mechanisms to get a bit of a bonus. Yeah, it adds poison. Good rebel there. We'll get up this way, then we'll infuse with that one next turn. Make her. Oh, okay, we can give her a bit of stealth. Yeah, that's gonna end her turn. Gonna move Beth up there. Smollier. Right, move you there. Could shoot the watchman, but yeah, it does hobble. I don't know how much hobble actually affects things, if it's just like a 50% reduction or not. Yeah, it just says speed temporarily reduced. Unless it means like reduced by 2, so they lose 2 attack, 2 tiles of movement. I mean, if it's just that. Although, no, that actually doesn't need a way to see it. So, yeah, 5 spaces. Oh, okay, yeah, speed is 5. So, this just seems like the speed equals the number of tiles you can move. Yeah. Almost enough to get to 6, but lost out a bit to your age. It looks like your movement is 4. So if we do shoot you, you'll just be down to 2. Oh no, you're cut down because of the spirit. Otherwise, then you'd be able to go. No, actually, no, that's so far. Oh, you take 2 by 2. Okay, which means, yeah, you'd be able to go right around here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's assume we actually hit, but no, okay, we'd actually be out of range of that. Okay, so never mind. And we can still silk step. Yes? Oh, that's how it works. Asteler is for you, Guardian. Alright, so poison from that. Yeah, 2 turns of poison. What do you even do anyways? Chomp Fire Belch does not give a range for that. Oh, this one has a shackle. Yeah, I tend to stop you from moving. Could do a stunning barrage. Potentially stun everyone. But the chance is low. Give it a shot. Oh, okay. No, you actually died. In the next turn, enemy's going to appear. Is that where it's going to appear from? Okay, so you're stunned. We can kill you, rush Beth forward along with someone else. And then that would be a way to take care of whatever spawns up here while letting her get the spirit. Yeah, not enough movement for that. Damage. 4 magic damage. Hmm, 74%. All right. Okay, can bring you up here. Only moss, it's 3 poison. Yeah, so it should be dead on its next turn. No, it's only 3 poison. Okay, so it doesn't stack the way. It just goes with the highest damage. But you're still stunned. By the way, do you explode or anything like that when you die? No. Yeah, we can just kill this next turn. Issue's gonna be this one. Oh, Asalia and the Somalia might be able to get rid of it. Must you? Oh, they shred their armor. Oh, yeah, it's just a spectic. Alright, Beth, get the spirits. Yeah, we can chant or get a legacy. Is anything special with this one? Oh, okay, so with your bow you get +1 range and +1 stun damage. Yeah, I think the slam is just its natural ability of that one. Yeah, Chanted Tier 1 Hammer. And from what we saw with Brigianna, at least it appears that as long as we upgrade along the same type of weapon, the enchantment will carry over. But yeah, Slam stays in place, but then we get Stun Effect. Shreds one armor and pins all enemies within a 2 style radius. Pretty good. Can you ignite this one? Apparently not. And the Fire Leash has a very short range. Okay, can't actually do anything with you then. Oh, does it have to be on specific tiles? Alright then, Somalia, we'll have you go deal with this. Oh, 92. Alright, Beth leveled up. An upgrade a paladin. Enter guardian at the end of your turn, even if you ended your turn by attacking. Interesting. Upgrade broad swipes. Really haven't gotten much use out of that one. Blood Rage. We tend not to get too injured, so maybe no. Zealous Sleep. More movement. Or I'll go with Guardian. Yeah, they'd be more defensive. Let's upgrade the Paladin. Oh, we found a tier 1 sword. Which I don't believe anyone actually needs. mean, I guess we could give it to Daygen. Yeah, one of them we gave like a... Oh yeah, I think it was Daygen. We gave him a net for an offhand weapon. Yeah, this one. So he'll actually be able to use a net if need be. More damage with the Spectic. But Spectics, they're not that strong. They're easy to deal with. And they did not do anything with... Yeah, they did not increase that. Okay, maybe securing the sites. No, well, that's just securing the site. Yeah, clear gorgon sites. But we need to find gorgon sites. And then we have an incursion coming up. Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, let's head over to Richshire and prepare defenses. Yeah, get some tier 2 defenses. Yep, Gorgon incursion. So how long before the reach one? 4 to 3 days for this one. 51 days for this one. It's okay, yeah, it's just those two. Strength of 8 versus strength of 6. Version size 2, size 3. Let's go ahead and just deal with this one, since this one will arrive faster. And then this one we're gonna have to fight it without any defenses. I'm gonna try to fight both of them without any defenses. Well, if it's different down here, 2 pair of defenses. "15 days travel, 7 days. Yeah, 7 days for the German defense. Yep, calamities. You do more damage, we get more of you. Yeah, you have a range attack. You also have a range attack, but you're somewhat easier to deal with. Let's cancel you. Yeah, start the defenses here. Hopefully in defeating the incursions, that will actually give us more time. Okay, they'll be here 26 days, 17 days for that one. Defense is only at tier 2. 10 days remaining. Okay, they're protected 7 days. Can we actually reach this in time? Well, we've only secured this up. We haven't actually built anything. So, yeah, let's wait for this one and then we can intercept it here. Whoop. What was that message? That was probably about this one. Ruins are requiring to rebuild. 20 days remaining. Alright, yeah, 20 days. And then this one should be here soon. Alright, just go ahead and do the fence. So how should the defend his response? Yeah, not great of options. Daygen's has generally been pretty good. But sealed amid the surroundings, they elude the frustrated eyes of the enemies. Yeah, I really hope that ups the time we have left. So they start off with stealth and flanking attack steal plus 2 damage. Oh, you're horrible looking. Yeah, and then we're getting gorgons in this one. +1 armor and warding, +2 damage. More health, armor warding in the 2 of them. Damage, armor boost. Ignores all armor. 46 points of damage. Yeah, I could definitely kill that raccoon. And it does kind of go in a line. Alright, so Brigianna. Yeah, she could come up here, toss poison on them. Yeah, the problem's going to be the row. What's the range? Depending on how it goes, the poison might be able to finish them off. Might not need the volley of arrows. Although the fire does carry over. You don't have arrows, you have range attack. Yeah, stone discus. That one ricochets, so that causes extra damage. Oh, you're revealed. Oh, good damage to everyone. Discus is 5 damage. but a very low chance of hitting them. Yeah, Splinter Blast would be better. Because then the poison will be able to take out the row and the raccoon. We just need to damage the other row. Oh, he blocked that one. Yep, gonna kill that one. Yeah, no one else has range. Only 69%. No, okay, that did not boost your attack. And it blocked. Not gonna have to go to the volley barrels. Oh, that? Yeah, that's really huge. Oh, right, Daygen has infused that he can do. Yeah, we can do a discus. As long as we can damage that raccoon, it will be dead. Alright, Colin, you go over there. Asteler, you stay hidden. Oh, okay, the big guys are coming down. If infused with the plant, we can grasp it, and that will stop it from moving. If it hits. As for you, what do? Melee attack only. Yeah, leaving behind a lot of corruption. You do a lot of damage. You can also shred armor. And you have a pinning toxin. Toxin which doesn't do that much damage, but decent range. Yeah, might kill the guys, might not, but still a decent amount of damage. Good, you're dead. Yeah, if we move you up, that's still 79 slash damage. Unless we can cause some injury to you. As for this, let's have Asteler do it because Asalia can do fire on Bogmore. Alright. Blocked. Yeah, that would kill you. Then to night. Could infuse this. Yeah, Splinter Blast, but I don't think it'd actually reach. Yeah, we better off just to shoot it. Well, if you get hit with the poison, not the worst. Alright, there's one of you guys. And why did that pop up? Did another guy appear? Oh, right. This. Reinforcements are coming. Interesting, he did not reveal himself when he walked into them. Only when he attacked. If he's not revealing himself until he actually attacks, that would be extremely overpowered then. Because they could just walk around shredding all the armor and then come back once they're all shredded. Alright, let's get you pinned. And you're almost gone. Since it's actually coming down this way, let's go and get this infused. We can then attack them if need be. There you are. Did another guy show up? Yes, right there. Cool, got him pinned. And you're poisoned. Oh, that's Brigianna. thought it was her. Yeah, so it's just you. Kill the one shot again. Nice. Tier 2 defenses are awesome. Gorgon. No, that's a sea collar. You're new then. Yeah, and apparently that does not help. Yeah, I think we lost this one. Might have to reload a little bit. Don't have enough time to scout other areas. Well, let's see. If it does actually end things, we can just reload to the start. Long provides no armor this combat. Okay, that's fine. So at least 6 enemies. Okay, and more aren't coming. Right, a little bit surrounded. What do you do? Spawns up to 6 tentacle cryptid tiles. Oh, on crypt tiles, okay. And then you do have a basic range attack. Yeah, probably would have been better to have abandoned this site and then focus purely on defending the settlement. Right then, so which one, if any, can pin? Well, we can move up and yeah, just focus on these two. Yeah, right now, then the Rager, yeah, only the Rager and the Raccoon would be of the more immediate threat afterwards. Yeah, I could go with that. It's good to have Daygen up there. so I see those spots we have to ignite. Yeah, good grasp view. I would stop a few things. Yeah, play down here. Don't think we really have much range. Yeah, get the bear and then focus on the sea collar. That's what I'd like to say, but they are all kind of out of range. Yeah, we don't get that armor boost. And let's put you up front. Have you maybe act as a diversion? Yeah, right for Daygen, unfortunately. Maybe ignite and then launch another Rager. But no, we still need to focus on these guys down here. Okay, so we can kill the gorgon. No, okay, that'll only be... Yeah, it's only 3 damage with the coiling moss. We have to do one more. Maybe move you. Wild grass. Sea collar. No, okay, block the damage. Move stalwarts. Yeah, start working your way down. That was incredibly low. I thought you were still pinned. Yeah, what's wrong for that one? There it goes. Yeah, and you're untouchable. But you do have, yeah, you have 2 attacks. You have to block that. Can you get there? No, you can't. Yeah, you're still coming in. Good, you killed yourself on that. Really blocked. Okay, let's try Fire Leash. Right, so if you're guarding, if it tries to pull you over, will you actually damage it? Yeah, not sure if the Stunning Barrage is going to reach. We have a shackle on this one. Which... oh, okay. Well, then that doesn't matter. Right, now we'll see what's going on with that time limit. See if it means an actual loss or not. More range to his tongue, how dare you. Yeah, 6 saves left. Game over? Watch the newer and the winter we took all we could handle. We were delayed, we were hurt and hobbled. We were slow. Promising a storm. First, I'll say the gorgons are receding. Maybe they got what they wanted. Maybe they did, but it doesn't change anything. A clash is coming. Oh, that is just chapter complete. Okay, so now the game over. Safe to assume then that whatever happens is going to be much more difficult. I'm thinking probably the strategy for when there's a time limit is just to scout everything first and then deal with actually building up afterwards. So 11 years of peace after that. One infested tile remaining, unfortunately. As well as 3 lurking threats. Yeah, raccoons have extra armor, and true gorgon appearing. They say the victory has undermined the enemy's plans, and we still kind of weren't able to assault the final stronghold. During these repeats, Beth spent time communing with the tortoise. Good for her. Beth left small treasures around Victory's guard for other explorers to find. Perhaps new stories would spring up here. Yeah, but there's a place that she named. Asalia added a new addition to her house. There is something about having a dedicated research room that boosts your productivity. Then Beth once again took up with a soft-hearted man who lived at the edge of a rowan cradle. One would patch the roof, one would weed the garden, and Beth marveled at how fulfilled she felt by his side. What about to Brigianna, Daygen, and Asteler? Asalia enjoyed spending time with the researchers of Almaphona artificery. Their fondness of knowledge for its own sake was refreshing. Oh, Brigianna had a son apparently. Has reached adventuring age. Ansel Goldline has joined, filling annoying ambience as a hunter. Okay. Alright, free recruit. Okay, can pierce. More speed. Once per combat as a swift action. Oh no, just one speed in general, and then once per combat can activate a swift action to dodge the next 2 attacks against them. Not bad. Or ambush. Ansel draws back using a ranged attack on the first enemy who enters threatened tiles. Dealing an extra +2 damage if the shot is not sprung. Ansel gets a free attack at the beginning of his next turn. Yeah, let's get ambush. Oh, and you get your crossbow user. We don't know what happened with Brigianna's injuries, however. Only 1 star crossbow. Yeah, I can get you up to 2 in that one. More armor, spell damage, slight boost in spell damage. Get you that. Do you need a better dagger? It's ingots. We do have the ingots for it. Could get you that, but in one hand, yeah, the boost of flanking damage would be good. On the other hand, it doesn't have a stealth to use afterwards. Hey there, Cernic. Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be good for finishing off enemies. But if he's gonna be doing that, may as well just use his crossbow. I am doing fine, a bit warm, but fine. Let's see, Beth, can we upgrade your hammer? No, not enough ingots. Yeah, I went short. Still craft it anyway. Lose out on legacy point. Yeah, it's only increase of 1 damage. Oh, we can actually get you the tier 3 bow. Sure, we'll get you that. And then probably don't have quite enough to build anything else. Unless we want to spend the LP. No, okay. Yeah, we're pretty much set on items. Alright, some songs better compromise into combative neighbors. Grudges are no shelter in bitter weather. The rains had been falling for a full week with brief interludes of tense massing clouds and dripping branches. Mountain snows melted and water roared from the heights. The seas whirled and wrung at the shores, flung waves ever further. Rivers conquered the banks and marched wider. Valleys churned to huge brackish lakes. Lowland woods and the dams of dry times were swept away, as creatures of all shapes and kinds sought escape from churning floods. Brigianna, you think our Ulstric poisoned the weather? After all this time, why? How? What? Asteler, I'm telling you it's... well, who else could have done this? So is this the effect of our failure? Asteler, nothing's ever made sense about this, but... oh, someone at the door. Oh. A strange party of visitors begs a fire. Look like some sort of zombie man. They appear to be on the edge here in a common dwelling, and also very soggy. Brigianna, Arnon, fanatics aren't welcome here. Why'd you come? The haggard man behind the horns, calling himself Arnon, takes a long breath and turns to address Brigianna and the rest. Ask my wife. She sent me. Can you believe that? At my advanced age. I grew up here in Rowan Cradle, you know. It looks different. His two underlings shift and resettle the garments as they dry out. Brigianna, must be about the flooding. You know why the... Arnon. No, everyone knows. It's those tentacles, the gorgons. They bring ruin on us all. Asalia, which gorgons? Arnon. They're blue. Brigianna, that checks out. Asteler, but I mean, who's there? Turn on. The gorgons are flooding the world. It's set in motion and it can't be stopped. Almost. Brigianna, how? None of this should be possible. I mean, the rain, the melts, the sea. Arnon, you're right, it shouldn't be. The great balance should be unassailable. But somehow they've thrown it over. So the torrents fall, the seas thrash, the soil seeps back down our warrens. Asalia, it is Ulstrix, I knew it would be. Or not Ulstrich? No, it's the gorgons I'm saying. The beasts have our warren hemmed in, my wife's inside, dry and warm. Need to talk to her. Asalia, hemmed in, but you slipped by them. Arnon, it's why it had to be me. I'm a master at looping the lights. I tend to be missed. Brigianna, my question is, why come to us? Arnon, your reputation reaches deep. You are the Gorgon's foe. Are they really? They kind of failed last time. Asteler, he certainly gives us an option. A strange one, but this weather, these floods. What else can we go on? If you want to watch the world sink beneath the rising sea, watch all land things perish, then you're exactly where you need to be. But if you sense... Arnon thuds a lump of soaked fabric on the table. Here's a... oh, it's wet. I mean, it's a map. Sorry, it'll dry all crinkly. Follow the map, come to our warren. There, learn for yourselves how you can deflect this drowning doom, and these lands I'll save. The shadow deepens. All monster groups will draw an extra monster cards in every battle. The tile will flood in 100 days. Gorgons drowning the world. Okay, so one tile at a time. Alright, so I have to go all the way up there. Oh yeah, Brigianna. What about your injury? Yeah, just some minus 1 to health and speed. Nothing else with it though. Yeah, less movement. Alright, so nothing too bad, and we don't have to worry about recruiting a new person. Oh, okay, they're all split up. Yeah, I'm thinking that there'll be more to this besides just meeting. Yeah, let's head up north and then do our main work up there. Oh, are you busy scouting? Yeah, I don't know what he can actually be scouting though. Everything should be researched here. Alright, let's go to move on. Oh, okay. Yeah, only 5. Okay, let's leave Asalia. 45 days travel. Yeah, we need the full party. So one less magic person. Okay, we can have Asalia go down there to repair defenses. Alright, patrol this. Weaken the enemy there, and then we can fight them. Alright, let's fight this. 32 days. Hopefully nobody gets injured. What's happening is imminent. I've got that feeling like I'm shielding a candle from the wind and wish going to go inside to sleep on bed. Did I say something? Oh, are you going to retire, Beth? Beth's leading the way, and she who spots the warm glow ahead. Did it flicker to life just now, or maybe it'd only been hidden behind the trunks? Yeah, this place is pretty removed. Robin must have a reason for gathering here. No one expects you to guess why. Anyways, we'll get our chance to find out. Beth, everyone ready? It seems like a campfire up ahead. Brigianna, lone traveler or trick? Daygen, be on your guard, you fool. Beth, or no, this isn't a gout of flame swirls amid these saber rocks, silent, bright, and smokeless. Beth, it's not a place to hang your kettle. Bizarre, don't you think? I wonder why it's hot, why it's not hot. Brigianna, not hot, it's blistering. Daygen, I feel it. Beth, you okay? Beth, do you hear stories? Or is it just my mind that hears Beth moves nearer to the spiraling inferno, apparently unscorched. Daygen, Beth. Beth, I'm awake, is what I am. I remember. I remember one tall story. It's brief. It's for children. In early days, the sky's back was not so stiff. She bent and saw a handsome gray squirrel who climbed to the top of a redwood. Beth, you're getting really close. The squirrel. He chatted to her blithely, how he relished her stars and the autumn wind to comfort when she cast her cloudy hair. He thanked her for letting the sun thread through it. The squirrel spoke without guile, and it couldn't be helped. The young sky fell in love. So when she watched him plant his forest, and watched the trees grow tall where he placed them, the sky thought to impress him by planting her own. A lightning arm. She gently lowered, and a great tree of scarlet was born. But it was a greedy tree. It grew and grew, and grew so large it consumed the forest the squirrel had planted. And without time for a word, words took much longer to say in those days. swallowed the squirrel's body too. Seeing the world suffer, she summoned from the cosmic ice a healing rain. It was the first rain, and afterwards, she would often soak the world in it, for fear all might burn up like that poor intrepid squirrel. That's the story I remember, and this place remembers it's a piece of here, something left behind. Daygen, what's that mean? Daygen, we thought you're the poet, you're the one that likes stories, you should know about this. Beth, stories of fire, you don't hear them. They leap and lick at the imagination at this altar. Once, people would gather and tell them. But they're dead now. Those people are dead. The flame somehow endures. Daygen, Beth, come away. You should be burning, how you're not. Beth, listen. I'm going to let it touch me. Daygen leaps to intercede, or Beth reaches into the flame, a transformation. Yeah, let's see this transformation. She already has the tortoise transformation coming up, so what about the fire? It welcomes me. I can take this fire, its heat and memories in myself. But Beth, no. She leans close and lets the fire climb her wrist. It's alright, it'll be alright. She stands unharmed as flames file up her arm, orderly as ants, but then she screams. Beth, a sudden mass of fire wreathes Beth's body. Just as it seemed the whirling flames will devour her, they retreat into the coals. Beth stumbles back a few steps. Daygen, what in the... Beth, here's my canteen, still full, let me... Beth, no, keep her water. It's not painful. A little warm, like wearing an arm sock. Actually, I feel almost... I don't know, I feel pretty good. Hawk calls are answered by shrill keening among the trees not far off. That's right, there. Brigianna, we can solve this later, I hope. Legacy point +1. Then combat map fire. All foes temper HP. Alright, so Daygen gets to free an ancient evil on his little trip, while Beth gets blessings from the turtle, names a location, and gets the blessing of fire. He gets a lot of things. So we are fighting a lizard people. Now we don't have too many upgrades with them, I think. Yeah, mostly basic. Just a slight increase in health. Shouldn't be that difficult to fight. So you have a range. Strike and harass. You can, yeah, swift action. Oh, send a bird to deal damage each turn until we move. Okay, then you can encourage your allies to attack. 2 to 4 damage with that one. Okay, so might want to focus on Stormthroat. Though if we can shackle this one. Yeah, that would buy some time. So you're pinned. As for you, And you're poisoned. Oh, okay, you do have the silk step. Okay, anyways, let's move over here. Okay, can worry about you later. Oh, you have a fire attack. 1 to 3 magic damage for range. Yeah, I can move you up and try to get rid of you. Oh, what happened to your bow? Yeah, your artifact bow disappeared. Well, I guess you can't really wield a bow with your hand on fire. That was a really nice bow. Well, I guess, yeah, lucky then that we gave the spirit upgrade to her melee weapon instead of the bow. Do you still have your weapon? No, you don't either. No, never mind, you do. No, actually you don't. Do you? No, okay, yeah you do. Thought you lost that one. Okay, so at least you kept that blessing. So where are the other ones? Oh, okay, they're probably on the other side. So you have darts here, storm throat. What do you do? Oh, it's the same thing as before. Okay, in that case, what's your movement? Maybe move you back then. Yeah, let's move you back. Try to pull them forward. Yeah, you're stealth, so that'll be fine. Oh, and apparently there's one over there. Wobble and squeeze, right? Plus 200 damage. It would be to the stump. Yeah, all the way up to there. Move back. You have a ridiculous amount of movement. Right, so can we just kill you? And untouchable. Go to another ambush. Hmm, 50%. Why not? Oh, very nice. And you don't... Okay, you don't have that much movement. Okay, let's do another constrict. Fortunate dodge. Oh, you have a self field, so that's what it is. Well, I want to see what that fire looks like. Very low chance of actually hitting. Or maybe you're just really good at dodging. Oh, not that good. No. Anyways, you're not the main enemy, so shouldn't be encountering too many of you guys. Okay, so tier 2 staff. Yeah, pretty much the same. Oh, Asalia. Right, you're using a tier 1. This settles. The air smells acrid and burnt. Brigianna, you can control that thing, I hope. Beth, and this arm. Yeah, Asteler. Can you talk for a second, Beth? Quick summary might be good. What's happening to you? Beth, alright, so I really did hear something right. Whatever presence was there in the altar, the flames, it spoke in me more than to me, like the chorus of my primal ancestry. I heard them offer stories to the altar. Spawn of the Summer, the Queen of Embers, the Sun Thief, and the Empire of Ashes are softer stories, like that little yarn about the sky and the Tree of Fire. I heard them, these flame keepers, people who drove the herds and built their shelters here, who poured out the mysteries by this altar. They must have poured out the mysteries by this altar they must have carved. And anyway, the point is, you're always going to elect to have a firearm if you can, if you at all can. Fair. Brigianna. Well, who am I to tell you otherwise? What'd be the point also? At least you can probably start a campfire pretty quick, huh? That'd be nice, maybe. Asteler, why are you judging? You did a whole bunch of blood magic to summon some sort of demon. Even if it was a rather tiny one. Beth, you're worried for me, aren't you, Brigianna? It'll be fine. You'll get used to it. You're not going to tell me off, are you? Asteler, You gotta do your own thing, I get that. Alright, so climbing for the job and added. But you're not the main enemy. Yeah, to secure that, but let's we have time limit. Get this taken care of. Blood in 4 days. Yeah, strength of 6. Okay. Leave you to work on that. That's probably what I'm going to have you do. Yeah, have Asalia run around increasing defenses on everything. Okay, bit of fighting, only strength 6. Cutting the noose. The rain hasn't let up much through the summer. The earth is soggy and stinking like a corpse. Hills have sunk and dead mice float in flooded fields. People are moving towards the mountains. Going by Arnon's map. We're nearly there. Are you good? Daygen. Now's when we find out whether we're hooked fish or heroes. Asteler. I've heard it said that to cut a noose is to gain a dangerous friend. The gorgons are swarming these days, choking us, drowning us. This whole world is near its limit. Any chance may be the only chance. And the gorgons sing the songs of their people. Oh, up to 3 raccoons now and 2 bogmores. And then, yeah, 2 raiders from the cards and then 1 gorgon. Yeah, okay, nothing else is coming in. I have to go and hobble and poison it. Yeah, that really killed your range. And so you can finish it off. Maybe? Alright. Okay, can move you up here. Hope we don't reveal anything. And nothing. Maybe something down on this side, however. Also around here. Probably have a few bogmores over here. Interfuse with this one as well. And there they are. Okay, there's one more raccoon roaming around. Okay, do a splint blast. Or we can focus on the raccoons. They do, yeah, the raccoons do have that ability that lets them deal extra damage to our people, gives them an AoE range attack. Oh. Yeah, the stalwart might offer some protection against their attacks. Yeah, I can at least maybe kill one of them. Oh, does a fire not spread to such a side? Okay. Yeah, we lost range when she swapped the hand crossbow. Okay, if I pull the raccoon down, might be able then to kill the Ansel. Which one then probably going to be the Bogmores. Yeah, I just have to hope that they manage to block this. Yeah, this is assuming we actually even managed to land the grab. Oh. Okay. Okay, Daygen can't move anymore. Probably should have moved you first. Keep on forgetting about that. Yeah, I'm going to maintain your stalwarts. Oh, yeah, you can go invisible. And there's the other raccoon. Gorgon, were you always there? Oh. Okay, well that didn't work out. Right then. Alright, same deal with this. Yeah, Asteler's too far. Could give it to Beth and then have her rush ahead to kill some of the enemies. Let's go to move back. Yeah, be safer for that. Then do Splinter Blast. Unfortunate. Alright, please make sure to get that raccoon gone. Bogmore, yeah, if we move you, if we move Asteler, Bogmore might be able to reach Brigianna. Yeah, but then if we don't, the Rager will then be able to come down here and attack them. No good choices. At least he gets the untouchable. Oh, nice. Alright, go ahead and shred the armor. Would be nice if you actually shredded the armor, okay. And you're pinned. Well, and you're poisoned and hobbled. Yeah, I'm gonna Splinter Blast with this one. Which I don't believe we can actually do anything with. I don't think we have enough range for that. Oh no. I mean, there is. Dodged again. Alright, Some injuries and Ansel is out. Okay, let's get this to Asteler. Yeah, he loses on the dodge, but more armor will be beneficial. Could give it to Beth. It's not like she's, yeah, nothing matters if she retires. But yeah, it's going to give it to Asteler. Alright, this will be fine for her. It's only, yeah, the campaign's only 3 chapters. I wonder if the ambush ability has synergy with the poison attacks, so she can poison with her ambush. Ooh, that'd be nice. Let's try that. Damp breakfast. Shana, got my back. May not be done fighting. Arnon emerges rather suddenly from a damp shadow, standing before a root-framed tunnel. So you made it. Brigianna, you doubted we would. The old deepest leads them to the dark. The earth walls are slimy and black. Streams of water slosh on either side of a hastily heaped gravel path. Clods plop from the ceiling. Support beams have clearly been rushed into place. Arnon. Don't take any off-road tunnel, they've been falling in. Brigianna and Asalia look up worried. Deeper in, Earth's walls give way to granite. And the warren rots. The flowing water follows carven channels away from the main tunnel to some dark end. Asteler, when will you abandon this place? Arnon, Oh no, we can't. Do you want breakfast? Rather casual about that. Brigianna, it's mid-afternoon. Arnon, but we're not changed to this sun cycle. We have breakfast whenever. Yeah, it's always a good time for breakfast. Arnon shows the way inside a marked passage. A weird smell beckons them through to the other side. Arnon, here they are, dear, the serpent and the brute, and more to follow. Well, did you offer them grum? Arnon, sure I did. No one wants lukewarm, chewy old grum, I keep saying. Asteler, I'll admit, it doesn't seem too bad down here. Brigianna, imagine it crowded. Arnon, why adventurers? This is some drunk I know. Velda, yes, I'm Velda. It's said I was born in the basin of a dried caldera, to spirits of the salt and rock. Arnon, does get said a lot, but not actually true. Velda, right, technically it's false. Why do you keep on saying it? Brigianna, you two are married to each other. Arnon, we're mostly married. Velda, in times of strife, it's nice. Asteler, can we stop pretending we're at a picnic? Velda, the brute speaks a reasonable language. He came because you must defeat the gorgons, is that right? Asteler, we were told you knew how. Velda, I know what the gorgons did. Their leader, I learned of him, Ulstrix. Arnon, Ulstrich. Arnon tucks into a bowl of beige mush. Looks like a shroomy gruel, but with some kind of green gold dressing. Asteler, we knew that name well enough. Velda, yes, Ulstrix raised a great number of his brethren. And they went to the valley of god beast Moatona, and of that great god beast, they made pewter. Velda gazes on all attending from beneath the massive horns adorning her face. A scowl twists her already crooked features. Arnon finishes his meal, pulls at his beard, and wipes it on his cowl. Brigianna, who? Moatona. Moatona is an ancient one, a keeper of balance. The unassailable balance of Moatona keeps all opposing forces of this world in harmony. Brigianna, and because Moatona is dead, that throws off the weather? Velda, and the seas and the peaks, all will turn into a big blue gorgon soup. Arnon, us the carrots and the beans, Velda, and you the onions. Brigianna, so that's why Ultrix needed his army, to slay a god. Asteler, and the spear. What role has it played in his gorgon crusade? Velda, what matters is this. Moatona cannot die, she's petrified. The reason I called you here is that I've been hoarding a certain restorative spirit, distilled from the roots of the extinct bullflax flower, I call it. Root beer. Really? Root beer? Yeah, that's the appropriate reaction. Brigianna, a medicine. Velda, my root beer should be able to restore the great Moatona if you can get it to her. My brewing goddess Velda. Asteler, well, assuming all that's true, why us? Don't you have your own lackeys? Velda, the deep down some of it is, we're afraid, so our people are made frail. Arnon, water's the wart's doom. Yeah, nobody likes drowning. Velda, the gorgon leader is strong and fearless, so too are his hordes. Arnon, we are too old, slow. I'm scared to die. Asteler, the gorgons aren't going to let us do this thing, are they? Brigianna, and do we know where to go? And are we sure reviving this god beast will fix everything? Velda, the serpent grows quite ASCII, but I'll answer all your questions. Arnon, over breakfast, I'm so hungry. Velda, it's salty warm. And the party grows annoyed with their arguing. Velda is true to her word, and as Arnon serves up bowls of grum, she draws a serviceable map upon the wall in a pale chalk. The food is surprisingly good. Really? Okay. Lastly, Velda hands over her healing ale, a single sealed earthenware bottle. Soon they're on their way again. They carry the hope of all the land and its creatures in one fragile bottle. Has the true gorgon already been added? Alright, I guess let's add it again. Confront Ulstrix. Oh, only right there. Okay, right now we just have to worry about tiles flooding. Okay, 181 days for the next incursion. Let's weaken the infestations around the Ulstrix tile, and then we can fight them. I'll give Ansel's time to recover, although I won't go with Ansel. Yeah, let's bring Asalia back then. Yeah, the securing the sites won't matter too much. Yeah, we can just go down here and scout, and then we'll move down this way. 75 days away. Yeah, very slow movement down here. Oh, which tile flooded? Oh, anyways. Cancel out all the Gorgon cards. Yeah, I want to try to confront him before the incursion. Alright, another flood in 54. Strength is only 6. Oh, okay, there's rivers over here. Alright, get to patrolling. Ansel's healed. How many more days left do you have? 12 days? Yeah, it's gonna take you a while to get back up here. Yeah, it'll be enough time. All right. Okay, yeah, you're traveling this way. Okay, infestation cleared. Okay, could build... Let's see, if we do build the bridge, how long is that going to take? Oh, way too much time. Okay, let's wait for them to join. Yeah, we'll bring them both up there. And then hopefully the incursions aren't too dangerous, because then we can fight This, yeah, right at the altar. Let's first get rid of the lurking gorgons, and then assault the altar. Although, which one is closer to leveling up? Right, Ansel is. Really, Ansel is, okay. Although, I think Asalia has a better weapon. Spell damage 4. Doesn't say what Ansel's attack is. But Ansel does have the stealth ability that would help with scouting. Well, so does infusions. Okay, damage 5 with Asalia, 3 spell damage. And then 5 with this crossbow. Range is 6.9. Yeah, let's go with Ansel. That way we can leave the infused items to Daygen. Oh, you lost your hand. Right, that was a thing. Okay, first deal with the lurking gorgons. Although, aren't they both the same thing? Oh yeah, it is actually assaulting the altar. Gorgon Slayers. The hillside cave serves as their final campsite. Oh, is this actually going to be the final fight? I always thought I'd die alone, but I'm proud I'll die among you Gorgon Slayers. Be sure of your gear, this is the last sleep. Asteler, we'll be prepared. Will you? Will you really? Okay, a lot of items. A lot of crafting materials. Right, some last bit of crafting. Yeah, be a further reduction in speed, but even more armor. Okay, Brigianna already has her best weapon. And get more damage with Beth's mace. Maybe 7 ingots, and how much is your armor upgrade? So 7 ingots. Yeah, so one or the other. Let's go with the armor upgrade. Yeah, we can just go ahead and spend the LP then. over a tier 2 weapon. Oh, really? Brigianna is just wearing the basic armor. Basic start armor. Alright, go ahead and get that upgraded. Yeah, so is Daygen, but he can stay further away. Age of Ulstrix. The Valley of the God Beast Moatona. We knew we were set up for an unwinnable fight. Really? Unwinnable? I suppose. I mean, we did kind of fail the last chapter. And there was more leveling we could have done. Even in the relentless rain, it was a beautiful place to die. Don't be such a downer. That's Daygen talking, isn't it? Brigianna, Asteler, we have a chance, don't we? Not just winning, but surviving. Asteler, oh sure, we have a chance. Can't really say how good a chance it is. But then again, when did we ever see good odds? Not comforting for Brigianna. Ansel, what if we do lose? What would that world look like? Brigianna, the end of everything. A clear path climbs a hill ahead of them to whatever awaits. They are very determined. Okay, so we're fighting against groups of row, not the triple pack. One raccoon, a rager, bogmore, gorgon sea collar. Approach Moatona. Oh, so this is only the part where we unpetrify Moatona. Might have to fight Ulstrix later on. Yeah, because Ulstrix is not here, unless Ulstrix does appear. Okay, so you have a discus there. The discus and scalding rain. Okay, we can destroy the armor with the altar, or with this table. It also shreds. Then we have wild grasp and pin. Yeah, would stop the bogmore. And then we just focus on the gorgon. No, it's not like we're going to be able to hit it or finish it off. Maybe. Damage, 3 blocks. Yeah, you would be in the range of the Bogmore. And the Bogmore could pull you in the range of the Roe and the Rager. Not to mention whatever damage the Bogmore does. Well, no, if you do get pulled in by the Bogmore, it'll probably be one of these spaces. Yeah, that actually wouldn't be that bad. Except for that 7 to 9 damage you can do. You would survive it. Oh, Rager, charge to move twice before attacking. Okay, yeah, so the Rager would actually then be able to get a range. I'm going to use stalwarts. Poison and hobbled. Cutthroat commentaries achievements. Trigger rebel ability. Oh, okay, there it is. Can move you closer. So what's the range on your tongue attack? 7? Oh, okay. 7 range. Right, yeah, you got that increase. You have a melee attack. No, you do not. But if we can get the damage on it when we get your range, the 2 from the poison will finish it off. No, okay, they only shredded the armor. Good, she dodged. Oh, really, for Brigianna. Oh, but the sea collar is blocking. Again, the Rager did not move at all. Yeah, so Brigianna, she can get out of there by using her stealth. Okay, as for everything else, go with the discus. Or we can do a splinter blast. Just out of range. Ansel, can you finish off the Bogmore? I don't think you can. You do a cone of fire. You would be able to finish with the Bogmore if you actually hit it. And you can do some decent damage against the roll as well. It's going to move further away. If we infuse the stone table, yeah, just another discus. Yeah, a lot of damage to them, or finish off these two. That's gonna finish off these two, or try to. It's for Brigianna. Yeah, everywhere she can move is covered. Right, so retreat back there. Oh, hey, you. Okay, what's your movement? Right, very close. Yeah, and you have 2 attacks. Yeah, it's gonna go right over the corruption. Lose a bit of warding, but manageable. Oh, the tentacles, do those offer pinning? No, those are discus. Yeah, all these are just discus. Yeah, and all that is within range. Oh no, that's a Rager. So unless that Rager is actually interfering with your movement, you probably kill the Rager, and then the guys might be out of range. Which, if that's the case, you do magic damage and burn away armor. Cosmic Blast, 3 damage, and shreds. Really? Block that? Yeah, you should be out of range. And it doesn't look like you can do an attack after using up all your movement. Okay, you're still on stalwarts. You can do an ambush. Let's move back a little bit just in case. Alright, so that's all gone. He's by corruption when killed and if injured while it walks. Oh, you horrible creature. Why'd you block? You can hit that one. You'll be coming down this way. Okay, there's actually flipping you there. So you'll be able to hit both of them. You'll be able to hit Beth and Asteler. Yeah, so just don't stand next to them. So Ansel finished off. Daygen, can you... Oh, okay, yeah, this is just a falling gap. If it is... No, you can't shoot across it? Oh, so there's actually a wall there, that's why. Well, you can go there and ambush. Use that. Kill it. Excellent. Again, we're supposed to go over to there. Are enemies going to still spawn or not? Alright, just be cautious on the approach. I'm not seeing anything new so far. Not seeing any spawn points either. Might be safe. Yeah, all quiet. Yeah, no enemies. I guess Daygen was finally out of range. Maybe? Yeah. Old worlds collide. Daygen, now's the time. Beth. Look at this thing. Beth looking a lot younger there. Daygen, you exist, I guess. Climbing up a slick neck, Daygen unseals Velda's earthenware bottle. Ansel, just going to pour it on that thing. Asteler, don't see a porthole. He douses the petrified head of the god beast Moatona in the spicy sweet smelling elixir. And as they look on, it's not working, is it? Yeah, a bit disappointed, and some of them quite angry. Oh well, we're out of time. Ulstrix, he's here. Oh, more fight. So many of those tumultuous years I floundered for a reason, but ultimately I knew why I was there. Ulstrix forced us to become who we became. It was his dream, his design. When the first land was raised from the folds of the sea, two worlds were born out of one. To Ulstrix, a mighty and arrogant gorgon hero, this was creation's mistake, and he dreamed he'd mend it. Very little has ever been known of the things that scrum and scoil beneath black waves. You know the gorgons are old. Old. So maybe they aren't easily moved. Invading hopes we threw him some surprises. But what victories we had weren't enough to thwart him. Perhaps we only incited and incensed Gorgon's ire. We failed to reach the sphere of the sea hero. This Gorgon heirloom, long lost to the land, Ulstrix reclaimed it. He became his emblem and his voice. It was a sign the time had come for the sea to swallow us again. Inspired, his Gorgon brethren together rose behind him to imputer this gentle god. And the ocean rose while the rain fell and the ice of the world turned to melt. For a while, I'm sure he believed his dream would replace reality. The rain stops. But it won't. Spell cards, Ulstrix, mighty lord of Gorgons, scarred and strong, hurls his underlings before him and raises himself high, prepared to fight. Okay, for now, just a bunch of row and a rager. And looks like just the basic ones as well. Oh, and yeah, 3 gorgons now. And then the bogmore and the raccoon. Kill Ulstrix, animals will keep coming. And you're all the way over here. Okay, so for the most part, it's just the lower tier enemies. Again, they're all grouped up. Another gorgon revealed. Yeah, might be in range to do a pinning poison. Daygen, if we infuse you, we do a splinter blast on this gorgon. That would shred some of its armor. Also, Ostrix, what do you do? You can hurl a beast. 2 true damage at tidal swings with a range of 2. Attacks target and enemies adjacent to the target. So it's an AoE. You have to keep out of your melee range then. Boss cannot be pinned. Hobbled instead, cannot be stunned or terrified, but will be dazed. Yeah, it does not give us a range for the hurl beast. Okay, so Gorgon, you... Yeah, not that much range for you. You're gonna get right there. Was it 5? Yeah, 2 to 5 range. Yeah, so somewhere around there. Get that tree infused. Make sure your armor's gone. Yeah, your poison's only worth 2 now for some reason. Oh, what happened to Beth's Asalia? No, it died during the siege. Never mind. Right, and then you should be immune to pitting with the stalwart, right? Yeah, unaffected by negative status effects. You moved a lot farther than I thought you would. No, that was a double movement, never mind. Hey, good job. Yeah, a lot of HP with you. As for the row... Yeah, so kind of stay away from there. Ulstrix, as for you... Yeah, the row kind of blocking you off. But you still have decent movements. Yeah, and then more enemies are gonna spawn from there. So it looks like your speed's about 5. Yeah, so you'll probably be able to get around here somewhere. Not quite in range to do any attacks just yet. So we can just focus on the Gorgon. The distance on you, you kill the row. You always block. Move back slightly. good damage. Wasn't hobbled. Yeah, let's finish this off. Oh, apparently not. Yep. So they're here. They're gonna throw another row. Oh, nice. Treated. Well, that's really not good for Beth. I really gotta focus on Ulstrix. Well, we can get rid of these two larger ones. I think that will be it for their larger enemies, and it'll just be Ulstrix and the small spawns. I don't have enough range for this. How's it hitting Beth? Oh, it's hitting Beth because when this thing is injured, it splashes its blood. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it then. As for you, oh, that used up all your movement. Then go there, hobble the Rager. Or at least weaken it in case Ulster decides to throw it. Never mind, you dodged. Yeah, you do 5 to 6 damage. You could reach any one over here. — 100% with that, and then could potentially hit it. 40% rolling to that. Yep, here they come. Okay, 5 blocks. Yeah, getting a bit overwhelmed and running out of items to use. I could do another discus. I could do a splinter blast. Just don't know if the splinter blast will reach. Oh, that one's already infused, okay. Okay, so that's a quick action. Alright, you can kill it if you actually hit it. Oh, Daygen is not in range for that. No, there's gonna poison hold it if we hit. Okay, not bad. Poison is still affecting it for 2 turns. Yeah, as long as hitting these guys. So which will you throw? I'm gonna go big and do that, or... Yeah, could you do another discus? wild grasp on you. Oh, this would pull you closer. If it lands. That's not gonna be hobbled. It's gonna hit you some more, and it did shred some of your armor. Just finish you off. And then I guess we have Asteler killed a row, and then Beth attack all Strix. Oh, he's untouchable. I forgot about that. Didn't we upgrade your untouchable to never expire? Yeah, it no longer wears off in one turn. Right, which means you can actually approach Ulstrix and at least take one hit at him. Oh, well, that used up your untouchable. You can still get it back with the row. You're just blocked in. Yeah, that's a bit too random. Yeah, that shreds his armor. That was incredibly unlucky. Are you still being poisoned? Probably. Yes, you are. Oh, can have Beth hit him and knock him back. Only that far, huh? Oh, and you are... Really, you're pinned? No. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of you. Oh, nice, just knocks him right back. And Beth blocked it. Ulstrix, you're almost dead. May as well just focus on you. Ulstrix is dead. Oh, that is actually it. I thought we'd have to be fighting off the rest of them. Daygen and now a Bronzehorn Mystic. So you have Compulsion. If interferes with an enemy and forces it to move where he pleases. Open Mind. Interferes with 2 additional targets. Not that useful, I feel like. The enemies tend to be out of range otherwise. Ignites. Somewhat useful. But yeah, let's go with compulsion. Asteler, Silver Horn. Almost gone up to the max level too. Thundering Challenge. Sounds pretty nice. Upgrade Shy Swipes. Three shred and 2 damage instead of 2 shred or 1. And walk, yeah, it's a teleport, seems like. Either Thundering Challenge or Shy Swipes would be good. Yeah, let's go with the Shy Swipes upgrade. Although with the Thundering Challenge, it would effectively disable one enemy from its turn. Yes, no, let's go with Thundering Challenge instead. After our long reign, Mighty Elstrip finally crumbled before us, his reeking corpse, to which still it was over. Some would say we saved the world. And we did save the ember of it. We cupped this red coal of life, held it away from the water, carried it into the next morning. Through wreckage, loss, destruction, it would take time for the water to go down, memories to lose their bite, to rebuild, to heal, and maybe to live new lives someday. But our story was just one of many. Oh, regular pig meeting an e-pig. The end. Wildermyth. And that is the end of that campaign. Alright, so yeah, about what I've heard the length of the short campaign was. Yeah, neat little story. Was surprised that we could get past the checklist chapter despite failing. Final fight was fun, even if it did have that type of battle that I don't normally like with respawning enemies. Yeah, a lot of options that we did not take or even see. Is there some sort of epilogue? No? Don't tell anyone, but I don't know how many more fights I had left in me. Daygen. Oh yeah, so it's something of an epilogue. Yeah, I like the whole creation of the story as you go. The whole storytelling aspect of the game. Ansel showed up one day as a new god of the words in the tip of your tongue. Really? I know what you want to ask. Don't. Just don't. Okay. Didn't think Ansel would become a god. He was there for so little time. One day Asalia awoke with lightness in his step. I understand now, it all makes sense. He vanished for 10 years and returned somehow unaged and full of sorrow. Right, he embraced all the blood magic. Brigianna developed a passion for restoring ruined sites. It may not have quite matched the former glory, but she hoped the former inhabitants wouldn't be too embarrassed. A lot of good ends for people, and despite what happened in the tutorial, we actually got by without losing anyone. Beth's life ran its course in peace and honor, and after her death, folks wondered why they had never noticed the magnificent tree that shone across the lake. Daygen got up to see the sun rise every morning. Often he insisted on company. Asteler, why me though? Daygen, shh, Asteler, breathe it in. We can't take a single dawn for granted, not anymore. Is that ancient evil you released going to do anything to you? Asalia's dream of her own personal research tower had finally been fulfilled. She kept it well stocked with tomes and scrolls full of formulas. Oh, here's the ancient evil. The vulture god, right? No? No mention? Just remember that it did happen? These heroes will be added to your legacy. Sounds good, don't know what that means. Remote legacy hero, oh, okay. Can't promote Asalia or Ansel. Requires 10 LP to promote, but we ended with 3 LP. Right, did not know that. Oh, so it's just different types of hero. So for now, they're all just folk heroes. But we could have gotten local legend if we had the 10 LP. New items, history, and abilities will go with them. Oh. The higher a hero's legacy tier, the more abilities that hero will come into a game with. Alright, so kind of a new game plus deal. We could go with, yeah, we could have gone with either Beth with the flaming arm, Asteler with his interest in blood magic and petrified his skull, or Daygen with his, yeah, with the fact that he freed an ancient evil. Oh, can we just promote one and then extras is the 10 LP? Yeah, let's go with Beth and her flaming arm. That is more visually interesting. Elemental weapons unlocked in Legacy. The elemental weapons you discovered this game have been unlocked in your Legacy and will now be available to craft in all future games. Nice. Legacy with the heroes. Oh, so they just kind of fill out this area. Yeah, so we get the whole party name when we did this. Yeah, then we can start a new adventure with them if we wanted to. That's nice. And then what opened up? Oh, a whole lot of things opened up. Enduring War. Yeah, 5 chapters. Stuck us with the machines this time. Monarchs under the mountain. I guess, and then, yeah, these will be with the other enemies that we did not access. Forgotten Tyrant returns to this talent-torn land in the Grey Reaches. Oh, is this the one with the... Sounds like it would be the one with the ancient evil that we woke. And then 3 chapters or 5 chapters. Oh, procedural events. No overarching villain story. Okay. So a nice way to continue things. What's the legacy chapter? That's even more procedural. And then multiplayer. Okay, well this has been nice. Yeah, yeah, I do like the storyteller aspect. Wish that... Yeah, I wish that there was a compiled story afterwards that could then be reviewed over and over again. Well, not over again, but whenever we want. Yeah, like all the events summarized, just like minus all the battles. That would have been a nice thing to have seen. But yeah, that was fun. Nice little grid-based combat. Interesting abilities with the mage with the infuse into the environmental objects. Nice abilities. None of them really felt useless that I could see. And then the ones I didn't use just felt like more like could have probably made use of them had I spent more time with them, or at least tried them out. And it did seem like there were would have been quite a bit of options with that. Oh, and yeah, they're all here on the title screen now. That's also cool. Except for Brigianna. Where'd Brigianna go? Why is there sun here? Oh, anyways, that will be it for Wildermyth. At least for now. As I mentioned last time, I was looking for... Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a game that would be a little bit less reading. So, with that in mind, next week on Sunday, rather than another playthrough of Wildermyth, we'll be back instead with Elix. I believe that game is fully voiced, so should be going with that unless it doesn't work for some reason. But yeah, that game is a third-person RPG made by Piranha Bytes. They made the Gothic games, the Gothic franchise, if you're familiar with that. And as far as I'm aware, it's somewhat in similar style, but more futuristic. More of a fusion of science and sci-fi and typical fantasy elements. So that'll be it for Sunday. Wildermyth could be back. With how short it is, it does feel like it'd make for a nice way to fill for time should we need it. Yeah, with like the three chapter stories. And then the 5 chapters one shouldn't be that much longer, but yeah, still a nice way to fill for time should we need it. Might end up playing this on my own though. As for tomorrow, yeah, we'll be back with RimWorld. Oh yeah, ending quite a bit early today. Oh well, that happens. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be back with RimWorld. Continuing our base building with our agents. Yeah, just more base building and hopefully not too stressful of attacks. And then Saturday will be continuation of Total Warhammer 3 with our legendary Gorbat run, where we're trying to stop fighting wars in the south since we really need to be conquering the north for our campaign goal. But everyone just wants to attack us in the south for some reason. But yeah, that'll be coming up for Saturday, and then as I said, Sunday should be Elix, as long as everything goes as planned. So, with nothing else, thank you all for watching. Be sure to follow or subscribe to the channel so you prefer watching, whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube for notifications when we're online. Otherwise, as always, my social media for updates and notifications. Twitter is at Imri_WE, IMRE_E, and Blue Sky at Imri-WE. So more or less the same thing, just different between dash or underscore. But if you don't use social media, I do try to stream every day at about the same time, usually between 12:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. US Central. Though today was we ended a bit early because of how quickly the end came. But I do try to keep to the schedule. And as I said, we do try to stream between those times. So regardless of how the oddity of the beginning and the ends are, President Mill is a bit more reliable in here. So with that being said, once again, thank you all for watching. Thank you to those who happen to stop by the stream live, as well as thank you to those who made up watching the VOD. Hope you're all really entertained and that you have a good day or night, whichever may happen to be, and that you stop by again next time. With that, thank you and Goodbye.